Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This can be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below. And I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. So it's a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. Okay. Be sure to tell a family, friend, or foe you know to come on over and subscribe to the channel so they can be privy to these spiritual notifications. There is enough space in this place for everyone to be notified. Okay? Thank you all for stopping by to say hi. Hi. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Collective, you could be desiring some kind of change. With the chariot energy, there could be some kind of information or a person coming to you with some information that's going to help you in the change that you are desiring. Maybe you are thinking of, I'm hearing uprooting your family. Maybe you want to relocate to a whole nother state. Or city or town. This could be something you have been thinking about, has been in conversation. Maybe you've been debating about this with your family or your spouse, or you could be a single parent as well. So put it where it resonates. But you've been considering relocating. You feel if you were to relocate that it will give you more opportunities or options for your family. Okay, it would put you or your family members in a position of potential leadership. This could be maybe you're looking for resources, okay, and maybe you found them, and maybe they're not in the area that you live, and you want to make sure that you're closer to these resources. So you're saying, you know what, I've been in this area all my life or for a long time. It's time for a change, okay? But you're being very cautious with the Two of Pentacles. You're being cautious to be sure that you are taking your time, dotting your I's and crossing your T's. You want to make sure that you're making the right choices that will actually lead you or your family members, whether this is your spouse or your children or anyone that lives with you for that matter, or if maybe you have an aunt or a relative who's saying, look, if you relocate, I'll relocate with you. That could be happening also. So you could be making sure, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, everything is what it's supposed to be. Far as pricing, where you're going to live, what kind of schools they have, employment, making sure that you have enough money and funds to cover you and your family or your household until you get settled. You could be transferring your job to another state or city, or you may not. You may be turning in a 2 weeks notice, and maybe you've saved money towards this plan, or this is your plan, what you plan on doing. You could have money saved already, but you're making sure this is not someone just picking up within 24 to 48 hours saying, hey, I'm about to uproot the family, pack the car, let's go, get on the road. You're making sure that you stay within balance. You're making sure that you're grounded in this decision that you are making. So it looks like you are in alignment at this time. Your heart chakra is open. You're being very considerate, and you're also expressing a lot of compassion. You're not just thinking about yourself in this decision to relocate or to move. You're considering everyone in the household. And if you are a single person, you're still being very thorough. You don't want to, which makes a lot of sense, pack up your things, surrender your current lease agreement, and then find out when you get where you're going, next state or the next neighborhood, wherever this could be, because this could be local also. It's not what you thought it was going to be. So you're making sure things are confirmed. You could be someone also who has traveled ahead of the family to maybe seek the residence, get the key to the residence, and also maybe making sure the owner is the owner, making sure things are legit. You could have said to yourself, I want to make sure we got a place to go when we arrive. You could have a very large family. Maybe you have 3 to 4 children or more, and you want to make sure that you have somewhere to go and that you're settled and you're not just left out in the cold. So you could have planned ahead of time. You could already have the keys and the lease agreement already established, and things paid for ahead of time. And you did this to make sure things fall in place. So very smart of you. Also, and I'm picking that up a lot in the reads, making sure the owner is the owner, okay, of the property as well, because by you coming from out of town and people know that, some people may feel that they can get one over on you, okay? Yeah. And so, yes, you're taking your time with the Scout of Cups here. You're taking your time to make sure you're not just searching, finding something, saying, okay, I'm going to go with that. No, you're doing background checks and you're getting opinions, you're asking questions, okay? And you're verifying, people's credentials, policies, regulations. Something about where you're moving from, you've been there your entire life, or you feel like you've been there your entire life, okay? Like a lot of years, okay? The next card we have here is the Four of Cups. And so you've given your old residents a chance, your old neighborhood, city, or state a chance, but you feel there is nothing there for you. Everyone's life is different. We all have different desires as we move forward. And as you see, this canoe is turned over here and your things are spilled out in the water. And these other two boats, these people are paddling and moving along, but no one's coming to help you with these things. So that's why I'm picking up resources. And so you could be someone whose family setting requires some kind of resources. Maybe you have someone in your family who is disabled, okay? And maybe where you live, they don't have the resources. And so you are moving where the resources are. And so you're being very mindful, but very beautiful. This energy here is very positive. It looks like you will find the housing that is required. It's going to be within your budget. And it looks like you and your family will have a smooth, transition from, this old residence into a new residence. Okay. Leaving it behind, it's not going to be so rough and tough. Things will work out slowly but surely. The only thing I'm seeing is, which is normal, when you're in a new city or state. I see someone driving around like, okay, now where's the beauty supply? Okay, now where's the phone place? Where the supermarket? That's the only thing I'm picking up here. But it's real funny because you're going to find your way. It's just going to take time. So be patient with yourself. Congratulations, on this new home and everything. But I see everything working out well for you and your family. You finding the housing that is required as well as the resources. But be patient with you and your family, and you will find your way around. Yeah, I see someone driving like, and where's the gas station? And where's the setting? It's different from what you're accustomed to. Okay, but you are proceeding forward. Okay. You could possibly want to have some kind of cookout or celebration with the Three of Wands. Once you're moved in with your family, you may invite other family and members and friends to come visit and celebrate this new home, okay? Even if it's out of town. Whether this is local, another city, another state, you could invite family and friends over to celebrate your new achievement, okay? But it looks like a smooth transition. Things are going to work out fine. You're going to be so grateful and thankful that you chose to step out on faith. And this is also going to encourage you moving forward, collective, to not be afraid to take a risk. That is okay. Okay. That it's okay to take a risk. It's okay. Okay, not a risk. Excuse me. It's okay to try something new. Okay. Because you did all that was necessary. As I said earlier, you prepared financially, whether it was saving money or, yeah, saving money, doing research on where you're going to live, resources. You went ahead of the family. I'm picking up maybe you and your spouse to go look for housing. You were able to conquer that. You were able to get the key, make sure it's the right owner. So you didn't want to return and maybe the locks change, all the kind of stuff people go through. But I see everything being successful. You've taken your time. You could have been planning for this move for the past 2 to 3 years, Spirit is saying, saving and looking into things. Okay. But things are going to work out well. Even if you're looking for new employment, things are going to work out well. You'll have no problem with finding new employment. You'll have no problem with getting resources for your family or for this loved one. If you have someone, I picked up, you could have someone who is disabled in your family. You're not going to have a problem at all finding anything. It's going to mesh together slowly but surely, Spirit is saying. So be patient, just be patient, be easy on yourself. And if you have time, take a breather. Take a breather. Moving is work within itself. It's an exciting thing, but take a breather. Spirit is saying, take a day, maybe just sit down and say, you know what? We're not going to unpack nothing, your family. We're going to chill, eat, and sit on our butts, that kind of energy. Or we're just going to go outside, kick the ball around, or something like that. But this move is setting you off on an adventure of new people, places, and things, and also assisting you with feeling more fulfilled, collective, with the Wheel of Fortune here. Not just for you, but for your entire family. There are some things coming up, moving ahead, that you're going to be so grateful and thankful that you did not give up on your goal of wanting to relocate your family. And there could have been, maybe I'm picking up maybe one or two people who said, "Oh, you're going to do that? You got a big family. How you going to do that? That ain't going to work. I heard they just there." But you paid them no attention. You didn't allow that to block you. And that's simply beautiful. So this is a very positive read. Congratulations again on your new home. Later.